All right, gamers, we have the first fixture here. We have, of course, the Waifu Warren up against the Boof Pack, and the first matchup we will be looking at here is Ashi versus Hard Leg. So let us jump into the game right now. I'm getting expected.
I can't wait to see this one. Ashi was my Marincess coach back in October 2022 for the Link event, and whatever deck she plays, I'm certain that she'll do great.
Well,
not showing favoritism though.
A little bit of a personal stake in this one. And all right, we got the Boof Pack's Hard Leg starting things off here.
Ooh.
Hard Leg is on the Different Dimension Demons. The Triple Ds.
I hope he brought that spreadsheet.
It's definitely one of those decks that has a lot of available plays for sure.
Uh-huh.
Now, Ashi did try to go for the Maxi, but it got countered by the Ash Blossom. But Ashi's not done. Effect Veiler coming down to negate the effect of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, negating the Gilgamesh is practically like what'll stop them, right?
Yeah, that can be a turn ender. And wow, we're even going for a Gamma Seal over the top of the Gilgamesh to get around its battle floating ability. And Ashi starting with a normal summon of the Marincess Pascalis.
Ashi playing Marincess, I can't believe it. With the Marincess field, no way.
Believe it. In fact, Marincess seems to be one of the most popular decks from today, if not the most popular. I believe out of any pick, it's either the most played or tied for the most.
Oh. With good reason. It's a very strong deck.
It is, yeah. Able to play off of just one starter and get into a pretty good board. I believe the optimal is like one starter plus one extender gets you into the big Aqua Argonaut setup.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really low investment, which of course means it is allowed to... it's afforded, rather, a bunch of slots in its deck for hand traps, as we saw the Maxi and the Effect Veiler come out during Hard Leg's turn to put a stop to the DDD setup.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just watching Ashi go to town, setting up that Marincess classic combo.
I mean, was even able to get the Marincess dive into rotation. Ooh, okay, that's a really pinpoint Ash Blossom from Hard Leg there, stopping the Sea Angel. That means that unless Ashi has...
Oh, she had it in the hand, the Battle Ocean.
Opened the Battle Ocean. Well, it looks like that Ash Blossom didn't really do too much. That's...
Oh my god.
Ashi is too powerful.
She had the beans.
The Battle Ocean and the dive already in hand, so the effect of the Sea Angel, for the most part, was pretty much just bait.
Uh-huh.
Now, with this many materials on board for the Marincess, I think they're afforded the opportunity to go into the Bahamut Shark into Totally Awesome.
No. Ashley didn't teach. She didn't teach me this strat yet, but I think I know. Ooh.
Okay.
Forbidden Droplet though.
Hard Leg using up the final cards available to him to put a stop to a potential negate on the board, but whether this will be enough with the full Marincess line ahead of Ashi here, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It'll probably prevent lethal at the very least, but Hard Leg's going to have to draw into a very specific one card off the top to even have a chance at getting back into this.
And that is a Pendulum deck, which I believe needs 2 scales to go off. So that might be asking a lot for a top deck.
Yeah, I mean, that's why the Gilgamesh is so strong, because it's just free Pendulum scales if its ability doesn't go stopped by, say, an Effect Veiler. So if Hardleg can find a 1 card out into a Gilgamesh on the next turn, then maybe there's a chance. But this is looking pretty dire right here with the Splash Mage into the Coralline enemy. Bringing back another Marincess from the graveyard, going into a Link 3 here.
Oh, the Marbled Rock. Super interesting. That's definitely going to get back a card.
And it gets to do that once per turn as well. Signing a Signet Mining off the top there, which is probably a good thing. You don't really want to be drawing Signet Minings at this point. But yeah, 2 cards back in hand for Ashy, and we're not done yet. The Great Bubble Reef is the
Bubble
call.
Reef.
Not the Aqua Argonaut. I think that's probably correct here. I don't think there is a spell trap that you're too worried about for the Aqua Argonaut to negate. The Bubble Reef seems to be a lot better value, especially with the giant attack score here. This could even be lethal.
Holy moly, man. Oh, I think that is
there
lethal.
It is, yeah.
Dang.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that was the setup for... Wow, that is impressive.
Bravo.
Marincess really showing what it can do there. Hand trapping the Gilgamesh so that Hardleg was at a hard stop, and then just finding a way, even through that droplet, into lethal. Very
Marincess
nice play.
just has so many opportunities to pop off.
It does. It really does. All right. Let us see what else we can see from Team Waifu. They have 1 win under their belt. Let's take a look at the newly subbed in player Olner versus Asagi Ame.
Oh boy.
This won't come to a surprise to many here, but Asagi Ame is also on Marincess. So if you weren't done seeing some aquatic action, you got more coming your way right here.
So true. Oh, did you start it already?
We are starting right now. All right, so we have Olner on the bottom, and as a surprise entrant, I do not know what Olner is on. Is that a Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Oh boy.
Okay, discarding a Blue Eyes White Dragon to activate the branded opening, and going in for an Eluber to grab a branded fusion. Branded Fusion sending Albaz and the White Stone of Legend from the deck to fusion summon Albion the Branded Dragon.
Whoa.
This is going to be an interesting one, I can tell. Albion's going to fuse, using itself and Albaz in the graveyard to go into Mirror Jade. That is a really big powerhouse. And of course, the White Stone of Legend adding another Blue Eyes to the hand of Olner. Passing from there, pretty unassuming board here, but Mirror Jade represents quite a lot of interaction.
I will say Ame's Marincess build seems to be different than the ones we've seen previously. This is not the Aqua dual field.
Yeah, and as we all know, the dual fields do give you a field power bonus, like in Duelist Kingdom.
Exactly.
But yeah, as I was saying before, Marincess is looking like a very popular deck for the entrants to bring. This is the 3rd one we've seen so far out of 5 duels.
Yeah.
But I think we've cleared. I think this might be all of the Marincess players at this point. We'll see.
So Marincess against Branded. I don't know the interactions enough with Branded. I would still think the Marincess player is better suited, but I'm not too certain.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this stacks up. Ulner chooses to use the Mirror Jade's banishing effect on the Coralline enemy, which is a good call, but Asagiyama can extend straight into another Coralline enemy.
Oh!
And wow, we're still going here. Ulner does have a face down, not using it quite yet. Here's Marincess Coral Triangle, one of the options that the Marincess deck has that we haven't seen so far.
Ooh.
Boosting it up to 3,500 with those equipped Marincesses thanks to the Battle Ocean effect. And oh my goodness, the set card! Super Polymerization!
Polymerization!
Fusing together... Wait, this is an interesting one here. Fusing together the Mirror Jade and Aluber to go into Despian Quiritis.
That's pretty interesting.
Ame choosing to use the Marincess Wave here to bait out the Quiritis' effect. Marincess Wave is a really powerful trap card that can be used straight from the hand if there is a high link Marincess on the board. Oh wow, and we're seeing some options, some really different options now. The Crystal Heart, this is very rare. Going into the Aqua Argonaut. This is what I thought we were going to see in the previous game, but here's an Aqua Argonaut afforded the protection from the Crystal Heart and equipped with 4 Marincess, boosting up to 4,900. Aluber comes back out of the graveyard, does not negate the Aquanaut because it is not affected by any other card effects, and Ame passing with a set as well. This is going to be a pretty tough board to break here.
Yeah. I don't know Despia too much, but I don't know if that Super Poly play was necessarily the best choice. But I don't know what Despia has to Super Poly with a water attribute.
I think unless Ulner's playing something like what is it? The Mud Dragon? I don't even know if you can use that one. I think that there just isn't an option for a Super Poly.
Dang, that's crazy.
And because the Crystal Heart makes the Link monster unaffected while it's in the extra monster zone and the Battle Ocean is up, you can't even Super Poly with it because you have to be able to affect the monster to use it as fusion material.
This is looking pretty oppressive right now.
Yeah, Ulner just holding up with a set here, hoping to just live through a turn. Both duelists are on 8,000 still, though, so
yeah,
it's probably likely that we'll see Ulner get another turn, but I don't want to speak too soon.
Right. I also need to mention that, unfortunately, although Blue Eyes White Dragon is one of the most powerful cards in the game, 3,000 attack will not get over the Aqua Argonaut.
Yeah, that is true. If we are to do a quick calculation, I believe 3,000 is less than 4,900.
It's true. I went to school. I did. I did my additions.
However, Blue Eyes is a level 8 monster. And if Ulner can find a way into 2 level 8 monsters, there could be a way for Ulner to create a monster with an attack point value that rivals 2 Aqua Argonauts almost.
Oh. So many extenders. It's hard to, like, not picture like an access code or something in my... Oh, okay, never mind.
I think it's kind of hard for Marincess to get into access code. I believe there's some sort of water lock along the way somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's like the first one, the blue slug. So
okay.
I think as long as you don't blue slug, it should be possible. But that is not the route that Ame has taken.
4,900 to the dome for Ulner, and no monsters left on the board. Still a set face down, and 2 cards in hand. Another option that Ulner could have is a way to destroy the battle ocean, which will remove the protection and also the attack boost from the Argonaut.
Yeah. So, did you top deck MST? That's the question.
A Harpy's Feather Duster would do it too. That would be a pretty big sweep.
Yeah. Also, there's no monster on the board, so if you have Feather Duster, now's the perfect time so they can't Marincess wave you.
Yeah, very true. And also because Ulner has no face-up cards, even Lightning Storm would be an option here. Ulner's really taken the time to consider the options. Good to do when you do have the time afforded to you. Okay, all right, here we go.
Bold move to summon the egg. Ooh, where's this gonna go?
The White Stone of Ancients. This could be something here.
Now, I don't want to... No, my immediate line of thinking, and it's not smart, but somehow get the egg off the board, summon the white dragon that gets rid of a spell that banishes a spell card on the field or something.
Yeah, I mean...
But I don't think that's not where she's going to go.
The Ancients effect doesn't happen until the end phase, so
yeah, that's
we
the
could
big
see
problem
that,
there.
But, yeah.
Oh, what's it going to do even if she does that?
Well, here we go. Here's the end phase.
Is that the play? Is that the play? Are we gonna see?
Wait,
no,
what?
not even
Nothing?
that.
Maybe,
Nothing.
I mean, I guess this is Blue Eyes branded, so maybe the Dragon Spirit of White isn't in the deck. I would imagine
theoretically,
it's. I guess like maybe the rest of the Blue Eyes cards are in hand.
I was about to say, does that mean she has 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons in her hand?
It's either 2 Blue Eyes or you got to think that there's at least a Jet Dragon, right? Jet Dragon has to be in hand.
Oh,
this
no.
is, I think, not the correct order to be attacking here, right? Wait, what? Didn't even use the Linkaribo effect?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, but it wouldn't be affected, right? Because it was made with the Crystal Heart, of course. It could still attack directly after the Linkaribo tributes itself. Yep. All right. Yeah. Well, that was a convincing win for Ame over Ulner, which means the teams are at 1 win apiece. So it's going to come down to this, yeah.
All right. I wish I could have seen more cool Blue Eye shenanigans with the Despia. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get to see some sort of rank 8 play or see the Jet Dragon come into it there. The Jet Dragon is always very cool to see. Let's take a look at the final duel.
Oh my goodness.
The Waifus versus the BOOF Pack. We have Arendelle versus Junk. This is the tiebreaker.
This is in the replay, right?
This is in the replay, yeah.
Okay,
this game has concluded, but we get to see this play out still.
Oh boy.
So we have Arendelle starting things off. Arendelle also on a branded deck. But I do not think we'll be seeing Blue Eyes this time around. Pretty standard opening here. The branded opening, in fact.
Branded. You said it. Okay. Got me.
I know what's up. Going into Masquerade the Blazing Dragon before even going into a branded fusion.
Ooh.
Junk does have the Ash Blossom to stop the branded fusion from going through. Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. That's the one you want to stop.
Does cost him 600 life points to use it thanks to the Masquerade's taxing effect. And we're going in with a Forbidden Droplet to negate its ability for the turn.
Right.
Junk
honestly,
out...
this is pretty good, I think, board against branded, right? There's just one Tax Dragon on there.
Yeah, one Tax Dragon's not too tough to deal with.
Yeah.
Junk bringing out the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, burning for 2,000. saying, how do you like being burned for damage? And then it ranks up into the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon.
Ooh.
Juggernaut Liba boosting up to 6,000 points, hitting in for
but it
4,750.
negates. Oh my god.
A Luber, yep, negating the effect of the Liba there. So it couldn't make the second attack to clear up a Luber, but Junk can go into Zeus in main phase 2, set a couple here. Arendelle can bring back the Masquerade with no effect, because it has to be fusion summoned to be able to tax the opponent. Oh, but Deli has the Fallen of Albaz into Junk's Infinite Impermanence. That's a pretty big loss there, having to discard a card for cost. But the card discarded was Despian Tragedy, which can reset the branded fusion to the board.
Oh no.
And we have a way into a second Aluber.
Things looked so positive at the end of Junk's turn.
Junk is really holding on to this Zeus effect.
Yeah. He has one shot to, like, clear this board.
Branded Fusion, fusing away the Fallen of Albaz on the board, and Tragedy from the deck to go into Lubellion. That Tragedy
now,
will not activate.
Would you have said, because I don't know Despia too much, would you have said that using Zeus before they could activate the Branded Fusion would be a smart move? What's
it really depends, because Branded Fusion is a once per turn activate per turn. So if Dell had the second copy, then she'd still be able to use it.
Oh.
If there was a second copy in hand, I think it's reasonable to have waited for the activation of the fusion to go through.
Understandable.
Dell has the Branded in red to bring forth another Masquerade. Can't attack directly, though, due to the effect of the Branded in red. And it's over to Junk with no cards. That is a huge top deck.
That's a good top deck.
Oh my goodness, the Urgent Schedule. Bringing forth 2 machines from the deck.
Ooh.
Level 1 Mechanical Hound, level 9 Machina Metal Cruncher going into a level 10 Synchro.
Let's go.
Baron de Fleur. Absolutely massive here. Using the effect of the Baron to try and kill the Masquerade. And not going for an attack there. Interesting decision. Top decking into a Duster here doesn't really do too much.
Oh.
But the Tragedy once again recycling Branded Fusion.
That Tragedy is so good.
Baron using its 1 negate here on the Branded in red, but because that Tragedy did get to reset the Branded Fusion once again,
they can just go again. Oh my god.
the cycle continues. Lubellion.
The grind game of Despia.
Gonna use that last card in hand. That Harpy's Feather Duster that wasn't doing much of anything. Fusing together Mirror Jade and Albaz that were both in the graveyard to bring forth another Mirror Jade.
Wow.
And that is the end of the game.
Oh my god. This was a well fought one.
That
honestly.
was really close. Yeah, Junk truly did almost have it. Not sure why the attack of the Baron didn't go through over the top of the Masquerade, but I think that it didn't really matter in the end whether the attack happened or not. But man, very well played from both duelists, both teams in fact. I'm very happy so far. We've seen some incredible matches.
Yeah, good back and forth between like all matches.
And that Urgent Schedule top deck, we know our boy Junk. That's just what he does. He has the power of the top deck.